One of the films that changed my life was American Beauty. When I watched it, it blew my mind. I thought it was a very interesting, dark comedy with so much pain and melancholy and self-realization in that sense. Inherently, the film is about loneliness. And when you have self-esteem issues, you do become lonely. You feel like you don't belong. Like Lester, played by Kevin Spacey in the film, this film starts with his voiceover where he says that I'm going to die. And the whole film you're like wondering, oh my God, how is this going to happen? But the film is a drama, it's not a thriller. And his character, where he's going through a midlife crisis, he's just trying to find himself, he's in an unhappy marriage, and you realize that he was happy once. I love the dinner table scenes. The first dinner table scene where they are just talking and that classical music is playing and the daughter, it says so much. It tells you that when the daughter asks the mother, it tells you how this is an everyday thing. It tells you who's in charge of the house. It tells you that the father and the daughter used to be friends. It tells you how he's lost connection with his wife and daughter. Just like one camera going in for the longest time, and you have those roses there, which is metaphorically very important for American Beauty. There is so much to learn, maybe not directly for darlings, but of course it prepares you. All the characters are layered. All the characters have very, very definite arcs. Annette Bening's character, Lester's wife, she's obsessed with success. She looks at her husband as a loser. She also is seeking happiness, and she finds pleasure in all the wrong things. Like she has an affair with the realtor. When she's caught by her husband, also she snaps and she rebels and she fights with him. And how that character comes full circle by the end of it. How his daughter, who is an outcast, she basically thinks that she's not physically perfect. And how she finds that one man who actually sees her, the Ricky's character, who we feel is stalking her, but who sees her and finds her beautiful. There she finds herself because she doesn't have to be physically perfect. How her best friend Angela, beautiful character again, who sees herself through male gaze, and she's the one who tells the daughter that your father's not had sex in the longest time, and you know the father is hitting on her. Angela's scene with Lester in the end, where he backs off, you know, where she tells him that actually you realize that Angela is just seeing herself through male gaze. She's also so empty inside. So sometimes we don't appreciate the smaller things in life, and I think that's also what the film is about. That plastic bag scene is a classic example. I had tears in my eyes when I watched it for the first time. You can actually see beauty in a lot of things, and you mostly sometimes have things you need. It's just that you focus on things that you do not have. The color red, yes, the roses in American Beauty. The film is called American Beauty because of the roses. They said that you artificially, you know, it's a metaphor. The rose is a metaphor that you artificially grow and they smell nothing. In our film, it's a lovely coincidence. Red is the freedom color for Badru. So every time she dreams in red. And that was our thing. So she's actually, if you see, not worn red at all in the film. And that was conscious. We had a red pop in many scenes. Yes, but subconsciously hua hoga wo. I like that line, there is so much beauty in the world. It affected me so much, but the ending, I was very, I wasn't happy that he dies. I didn't want him to die. But then when I watched it again, I realized why that happens. His graph is so interesting in the film, where he's a victim, where he's blaming himself, and then he starts blaming other people, and comes out on his own, does what he feels like, and then in the end, he's actually realizing who he is, and there's so much gratitude in the last voiceover that comes, that he realizes that even though he's lost touch with his wife and daughter, at least they are with him. Every once in a while you watch a film which really stimulates you, makes you fall in love with cinema again and again and over and again. So this is one of those films.